We back, season 2, Motivational Mondays. Thank y'all so much for y'all continued support, man. Looking out on season 1. We got something big in store, man. We're getting new individuals to come on and tell us their story, man, and be real with themselves, man. This is something that's groundbreaking. This is something that's moving towards the future. I got my brother with me, King William Jackson. You know what I'm saying, my boy? I'm not gonna steal your thunder, you know what I'm saying? But this man is one of the best barbers in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? He saved me. He saved me a lot. I'll be having a long conversation with him, man. But thank you for coming on the show, my boy.
My first and foremost thing I do is I'm a barber.
Okay.
You know, and being a barber, you know, I learned just being in the community, being around people, you know, learning different things, and from that, it went to entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Being around different people and being around different things, you know, I did photography.
Yeah.
So I went to photography, and then I went to bartending, and then I went to modeling. Okay. So I just did, you know, a lot of different things, and my main motivation is my children.
Amen,
you know what I'm saying?
You started off being a barber, right?
Yeah.
And then you said you kind of got into the entrepreneurship realm after that.
Right.
But even so, with you being a barber, you kind of had to start your own clientele, really, right?
Right.
You had to go
barber.
Yeah, really start from the
start from the front. I mean, but I was cutting at 12 though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was cutting since 12, just in the kitchen, cutting my peoples up for school before we go to games.
Messing up everybody line up before they go there.
You know, at first. At first, but you know, I got tight with it. Yeah, got tight with it. Then I was a troubled teen, and went to juvenile prison. Yeah, I went to juvenile prison for like 17 months. So
what age was this?
Like 14.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I went like at 14. So when I got out, you know, I'm out for like 2 years or whatnot. I was like, man, I gotta really make a move on what I'm gonna do in life. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, let me try this barbering thing out. And that's one of the best things I could have ever did.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of the best things I could have ever did, because it sent me in an avenue. First of all, it took me from the streets.
Facts.
That's one. That's first and foremost, and really changed my mind frame. You know what I'm saying? My dialogue on how I think about life.
Wow.
Then boom, from, you know what I'm saying, right when I started cutting, I had my son.
Yeah.
So then it was just up from there. You know what I'm saying? Just pure, you know, peace and blessings from there. You know
and speaking just from the realm, because you said you was 12 whenever you got involved in the wrong type of atmosphere.
Right.
Did you feel that you going to juvenile prison was something that was like, okay, now I need to change my life, this isn't what I want? Or was it just you saw yourself going to a direction while you was in there that you didn't want to be, and then you just wanted to transition?
Yeah, it definitely was that, you know, because you're in a situation where they say they rehabilitate you, but that's not of a place of rehabilitation based off the schematics on how things are built, and definitely for our young men, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters in the United States today, you know, we going through, you know what I'm saying, in the system. And I just really think I took, you know, advantage of, you know, my situation in the best way. I turned that negative into a positive.
That's a blessing, man.
So I told myself, once I get out, I ain't coming back. You know what I'm saying? I meant that, you know, and I kind of understood that the streets didn't love me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It was nothing, you know, coming from that lifestyle, and I just wanted to do better.
Was there some type of steps or challenges that you put in front of yourself to get to where you are, like to figure out what you want, or your stream, or your journey in life?
That's a good question, brother. All right, first and foremost, you know, I think the best thing that people can master in life is self. You know what I'm saying? So me coming from a certain environment, you know, and having certain behavior modifications upon me, I felt like I had to reevaluate my actions, my thought process, my spirit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I do that every day.
Doing that soul work,
Yeah, and most of all, I want to tell everybody too, that's where, you know, king comes from, period. I'm not being a king if I'm not being a king, warrior, leader, provider, protector. You know what I'm saying? And I teach my children that. They know that verbatim. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
master yourself.
Master yourself. You know what I'm saying? So once I learned to really, I work on that daily though. I work on, you know, I see majority of the people, you know, we're human. You know, so we're gonna go through stress, depression, anxiety.
Especially the climate we in now.
Right. And I tell people, and I really want to somehow like give back to my people when I tell them I wake up every day and I make sure I, don't get frustrated, which I do like everybody else. But if I do, I want to be mindful that I'm getting frustrated. This is not going my way, so let me reset. Some type of, law of attraction. Let me reset and, restart my day, or situation, whatever it may be. And everything starts with self, because if you good, everything else will be good.
Yeah, I read this one quote, man. You have to have knowledge before you react.
For sure.
Because when you react off emotions. Well, if you have knowledge of what you're reacting to, you can respond in a different manner.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of times in the world that we live in, especially with stuff that happens that are out of our control, we're reacting on an emotional standpoint.
Right.
My job is taken from me. I need to go do something to get that money back. My family is losing. I need to do something to change it right then and there, instead of seeking knowledge of how I got to that point or how the environment brought me to this point.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about this whole modeling and like photography.
Okay.
When did that spark? Like, what was that?
Basically, one day, honestly, I was in the shop. You know what I mean? I felt like, I love cutting hair. You know what I'm saying? It's my passion.
Pretty damn good at it.
Yeah, it's my thing. But I honestly, for me per se, me being half man, half God, I said, I felt like a Ferrari parked in the garage. You know what I'm saying? I felt like a Ferrari parked in the garage. I just felt like I had more to offer.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Just hands-on, personality, just more than just being in one spot behind the chair. And I love all my people and I love cutting. But that's when I was like, okay, and I left the shop. I just left. Got me a camera, got me a Mac.
Okay, MacBook.
Yeah, got me a MacBook, and I just started from there. Just started taking pictures on YouTube, seeing different ways to handle my camera and just better my craft. Anything I do, you know what I'm saying? Just focus with it. And then after that. That's when, the modeling came in. The modeling came in once, I believe, I did a hair show out of nowhere. This woman hit me up on Facebook and just was like, would you like to do a hair show? I was like, cool, yes, I would like to do that. So did that, and that took different avenues to certain places. And now I'm just, working on different things.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my boy got good angles too with the phone too.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, I got
this man the only one that got an iPhone to X up like he been shot from a drone. Like, how you get that? Ain't no hands.
I got that eye, man. You gotta have that eagle eye.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You gotta have that eagle eye. But definitely though, just on hitting off of self-worth. You know what I'm saying? Self-confidence. Stuff like that, I believe that's what creates and gives you closer to your purpose. Because a lot of people out here, insecurity can really block you from your purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if confidence is everything, you can have everything and still feel like you have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Then what does everything really matter? You know what I'm saying?
It's like, how are you measuring what you have?
Yeah.
What you have is value. What's value and what's not value in your eyes? And is your value based upon how other people see what their value is?
Right.
It's like, I'm gonna get a gold chain, but I don't even think the gold chain look nice until people compliment me on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't appreciate yourself because you're living for the world instead of living for yourself.
Right.
So with that, I'm gonna kind of segue a little bit, man, because one of the most important things that I admire about you is that you're a single father.
For sure.
And the biggest thing that I see is just like when you be cutting my hair and stuff, it's like your children see you as a leader, but you also empower them to be their own man.
Yes.
And I feel like that is a very good trait that a lot of black men need to instill in their sons, and as well as their daughters as well too.
Yes.
And so like, one thing I want to ask you a question. So like, how do you motivate your sons, and how do you teach them how to empower themselves to get to achieve more, or to see value in themselves? Like, how do you approach that with them?
Well, first and foremost, I speak life into them. I motivate them. I encourage them. I didn't have my father around, so that's why my power of being a single father is so strong. You know what I'm saying? I just let them know. Daddy's going to do a podcast interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you dressing like that? I'm like, Daddy going to handle some business. So what they see, and I know with children more than what you teach them or tell them, what they see. is more powerful than anything.
Than anything.
You know what I'm saying?
If you was to remove yourself right now, and you could, God would say, you know, I'm gonna take you back to 12-year-old Will. But with all the knowledge that you have right now, what would you speak? What would you speak to young Will, but the Will that enjoyed cutting hair, but didn't see that his path could lead him to juvenile detention? What would you speak to him, and what would be 3 key things that you would tell him that he should lean on to foster his motivation to get through the stuff that he's going through?
Okay. I would tell him to stay. My 12-year-old.
Yep, 12-year-old young Will. He's still, you know what I'm saying, ignorant to the world.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay. I would tell him to stay diligent. You know what I'm saying? Stay diligent. Definitely be patient. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be patient. That's the number one thing. And stay humble.
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
Dang. But one thing I will say, brother, I appreciate you so much coming on today, bro.
You too, brother.
For real, man.
King checking in. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to my boy Pierre for having me on Motivational Mondays. If y'all want to check me out, y'all can reach me at King_William_365. Thanks.
She talking, I'm proud of her. I put that product on her.